Hello and welcome to the Dressing Gown Diary review of the second test. I'm Lloyd, and what I want to talk about in this video blog is the type of rugby that was played, the pressure of the situation, the last minute penalty, the ref and the way forward. So let's start off with the type of rugby. Well, we knew Australia were going to come out fighting. They got Horwell in, we didn't expect that. The IRB have gone nuts about it, they're appealing it now. But what we did have is Australia tried to play all the rugby. Gatland went all in on a defensive approach, hoping that Halfpenny would kick their way to victory. I don't think if we'd been playing till today, which is Monday, the Lions would have scored. They didn't make a line break. They didn't look like they were making a line break. And it started so positively in the first 5 minutes. I think Warburton made a very brave call to kick for the corner for the line out. That was a great call. They won the ball, they drove forward, got a penalty. The referee walks over to Horwell and has a word with him. You do that again, someone's going to go off. You're leaving me no option. What does Warburton do? He takes the 3. It drives me mad. The pressure is on there. They've already had a warning. They're going to go down. That would easily be the options for the ref. You're looking at penalty try, you're looking at yellow card, you're looking at the Lions just driving over and going 7 points up early in the game, but a statement of intent. We let them off in a big way. That's the pressure of the situation. So, looking further about the type of rugby, I thought Ben Young started well. Distribution was very strong. We got the backs running in the first 10 minutes. Then suddenly he decided that if he ever got his hands on the ball, he was going to box kick. Why? Don't give the ball away! So he box kicks, we get a lucky penalty on one with Tommy Bowe obstructed. The other 3, we gave the ball straight away. Jonathan Davis kicks the balls twice. Angriness, why did they kick the ball? Just keep it, build the pressure. Something the Lions weren't able to do. We weren't able to get go forward ball. So the forwards didn't drag the ball forward. Of course, we had problems at scrum and the line out. Well, I think Gatland had been reading all the press saying we need to go long, we need to go off the back. So that's exactly what he did. But we gave the ball away. We didn't lose the line out until the last minute, but we didn't win any quality ball. There was nothing quick after the first 10 minutes pressure. The last minute penalty. Well, the game was still in the balance at this point. Lions build up a bit of pressure. They're driving forward. But the penalty's on the halfway line. This is where someone needs to think, right, tap and go. Let's get Lee Halfpenny within range, another 10 metres, and he's probably going to nail it. That was right on the edge of his rage. He's been pulling out the driver, and he just didn't have the legs. It's poor game management from the Lions. I mean, I think if Ben Youngs was still on, he probably would have tapped and go, gone the extra 10. Even if the players weren't 10, they're going to go back 10, or you move forward and you give yourself a shot, maybe at a drop goal. I mean, our game management, again, was poor. The line out call in the last 5 minutes. We're on their 22. You go to 2, get the ball down, drive it forward a few phases and look for the drop goal to win it. So I was quite disappointed with how that worked out. I thought all in all, Joubert, who is not my favourite ref, actually had a pretty balanced game. There were a few times where he made questionable calls. There was certainly a time where Folau was given as offside during a kick receive. The advantage was given to the Lions, but then the next phase, the Lions gave away a penalty for holding on the floor, and he didn't go back. Scrum time, I mean, a lot's been made of that in the press. Bit of a lottery. Vunipola, was he boring? Wasn't he not? Was it an early engage from the Australians? I mean, it's turned into a bit of a lottery. So if you know that, Gatland, get your team to play rugby. You have to score more tries. You can't rely on the lottery of a referee giving you decisions to win the game. It's not going to be enough, and it's proved so. If in the first test the Australians had the kicker that they had in the second test, this would all be over. Let's see some of the rugby that the Lions played in the first part of the tour. When they were attacking, they were running lines, they were aggressive. So what's the way forward? Well, I mean, I'd make wholesale changes in the team. I really would. I think the front row's got to be packed up. So my lineup, as of today, not knowing what's going to happen with injuries, I'm going Corbacero in the front row with Hibbard, with Jones. I'm going Alwyn Jones, I'm going Richie Gray, and then I'm going the all-Welsh back row. I want to see Tipperick in there. He's replacing the captain, who's unfortunately out injured. I want to see Faletau. He's going to make the tough yards. He's going to get over the gain line. And Lydia's just going to fell people. Mike Phillips, this is game management. I talked about this in the preview show last week. Game management, Phillips is in. We want to see him dominate the game. Sexton stays. Brian O'Driscoll, well, you could be lucky. Because Sam Warburton's out, you could stay. If it wasn't for Sam Warburton being out, I'd drop him. I would have Roberts and Davis. And then I'm going the all Welsh back three. I know I'm biased, but I want to see a Welsh type game of rugby. I want to see him cross the game line. I want to see quick attacking ball. We've got to score more tries. We've got to win. It's still all there. It's 1-1. It all moves on to Sydney. I'll give you a preview show with a special guest, with the special guest Barrington Blowout, who will be with me on Friday. So if you've got any questions, do come to us through Twitter and we'll do our best to answer them. But for now, this is the Dressing Gown Diary and it's all over Red Rover. We move on to Sydney for the final hurrah. Thank you for watching.